Howdy homies, welcome back once again to Dummy TCG. It's your boy Sid coming at you hot off my very first Skirmish event. Finally, they let the fucking Monarch packs out. We were able to play some sealed deck. I was like, that's the shit. They're letting us play a little bit of Monarch early. They must have got the unlimited product. Reasonable entry fee, get down there. Stoked, man. Super stoked. And only to find out that somehow, some way, they didn't realize that I was total white trash and they let me fucking have first edition packs. What the fuck? It was crazy. I was like, you realize, man, like, they don't bring first edition around to the ghetto and the fucking trailer parks. Like, we don't ever get to play with that shit. Are you sure that I'm in the right place? They're like, yeah, motherfucker, you're getting some first edition for like not an arm and a leg. I was like, Jesus Christ, you guys fucking idiots. You could get like $100 for this sealed deck. They're like, nah, man, it's all good. Legend Story Studios hooked it up. That's the shit. They almost didn't get the fucking packs for the tournament. According to what I heard, like, the distributor didn't realize that they needed the product and the prizes for the tournament today and never sent it to them. And so the guys at the shop, which was Dueling Lands over in Aurora, where I went last week, were like, what the fuck, man? Like, we got a tournament coming up in a couple of days and y'all still haven't sent us the shit. And they're like, we're supposed to send you the shit? Nobody told us we were supposed to send you the shit. So they didn't have it. So the dudes at the shop, they reached out to Alan Hale, the community manager over at Legend Story Studios. And those big swinging dick motherfuckers overnighted our shit for the tournament all the way from New Zealand. How fucking dope is that? Like, Legend Story Studios, that's some mic drop shit right there, man. That's dope. Thank you so much. It was an awesome night, man. But don't let the title fool you. Yeah, I brought home a cold foil, all right. But it wasn't top 4 cold foil. Fuck no. I opened Blood Drop Brocade cold foil. I didn't even know I was opening first edition packs until I saw the cold foil. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh man, this is wild. So yeah, man, that was the first skirmish in the books. I ended up going 2-2-1. Deck was super easy to build. I opened, like, holy crap, I opened so much cool shit. Majestics upon Majestics, man. I had in my very first pack, I had the Lumina Ascension. And you know how I love me a Light Warrior. And man, I was like, hell yeah, Light Warrior, the light talent, all day. Halo of Illumination in the pack with it. I was set after one pack playing Bolton. I proceeded to open jack shit for Bolton after that. I think, like, the only other, like, pretty good card I got for Bolton was, like, a Take Flight Yellow or something like that. And man, it was a real bummer because I want to play that Lumina Ascension. One of the guys at the tournament, the guy that ended up winning it, had 2 fucking Lumina Ascensions in his deck. Like, whose dick had to get sucked for that sealed pull to be possible? Holy shit. Nah, but seriously, it was a gross Bolton deck. I did not end up playing Bolton. I ended up playing Prism, which the Light Illusionist still continues to baffle me. She's really good. I think that she's probably one of the better heroes in the set. I'm convinced now because a lot of people ended up being on Prism in this thing. But man, I just ham-fisted the shit out of this Prism deck, man. There's no finesse whatsoever. I had the Phantasmagorian guy. It's a 3 costing illusion. It attacks for 9. And it doesn't block worth a dick, but it actually lets you look at your opponent's hand when you attack them and then choose a card from it, put it on the bottom. I got so many of the friggin' Red rally the rear guards with that shit. It was awesome. So like that was probably the all-star performer of the night. But I didn't really do a lot to set it up. Like I would draw it early in the game, and there's even one turn where like every time I had a chance, I decided to go second because I wanted to get the free block. And I'm not sure going back now, thinking about it, if that's the right thing to do necessarily in the Prism matchup specifically. I think you want to go first. The reason for that being you guys are just like haymakering each other with these illusions, and I honestly think that like you won't feel too bad about like pressuring them in that matchup and just giving up that I don't know, man. It's just like, it's a tough call for sure. Like when I did choose to go second, it wasn't too bad. And most of the matchups is actually really good. I played against the Shadow Brute in round 1, which I played against a fellow by the name of Casey, who like me, I think is like newer to the game. He's big into collecting. I'm actually working on a trade with him coming up pretty soon for one of my like collector's pieces or whatever. I don't fucking need that shit. I'm gonna take that cold foil I opened and get me an above ground pool for my fucking single wide trailer though. That's gonna be the shit. Y'all ever been to an above ground pool party? Yeah, it's off the chain, bro. So playing hella Flesh and Blood there, but not near the pool because I don't want to get the cold foil wet. So nah, man. Just played round 1 against the Shadow Brute, and I'm pretty sure he would have had me, but we ended up going to a draw because just like he wasn't playing fast enough, man. I'll be real. I tried to get him to play a little bit faster. I think he would have had it, man, because he was playing slow for a reason, because he's playing very strategically and very smart, and I wasn't. I was just like, I knew that I was up against the clock as it is. I would take some time to think about some things, but for the most part, like I felt like I played pretty briskly and maybe would want to slow down next time. But after that first game of that draw, man, oh my god, dude, like that happened to me last week, and it's just like I've got to like be able to play faster and be able to set like a better pace, because I can't totally blame, like if I keep playing in rounds that are going to time, like that's my fault too. I can't just like always say I'm paired against somebody playing slow, because it's just not fair, man. Like, you know, some people are going to play slow, but I got to be able to play fast enough, I guess, to mitigate that. But anyways, enough of that. That was a draw, round 1. Round 2, came back and I played against the fellow Zachary. Really new player. I think I was just still getting the use of the game, and I got that one pretty handily. Like I was just in the tempo lead the whole time. He was on Bolton, and just like, I don't know, he did an Arsenal early in the game, so I think he's just kind of still trying to get used to the flow of the game. He's got to get those reps in, and you're just going to get beat by more experienced players starting out, but, you know, you come out good on it as long as you're learning. In the second round, I played against Charlie, who is, I think at one point he was like the number 30 rank in North America. Now he's like number 50 something. He might be like a little higher now, but the dude's a grinder. He's got way more Flesh and Blood experience from me, and I was really able to learn a lot in that match. I started off like really tempo positive. I think I started out like most of my games just coming out of the gate swinging with like a big bomb attack and like really putting the pressure on, but these more experienced players were able to like almost kind of switch the tempo back. Like they understood the matchup in a way that I don't yet, and I'm really interested to actually learn that matchup. This mirror match, like I said, I played a lot of Prism. Out of the 5 matches I played, 3 of them were against Prism decks, and it's tough. Like I still need to maybe get down the intricacies of the matchup. I haven't played a lot of mirror matchups in Flesh and Blood, so that was like a really cool thing I was able to do tonight. And yeah, dude, I ended up losing to Charlie, so I was like 1-1-1 going into round 3, still feeling pretty good. Won my next round, so going into the last round, I ended up playing Ian. Oh, and in my next round, I played, his name is Addison. Cool dude. Shout out Addison. Another new player, still getting used to the way things go. I learned a lot. Like, I was able to take what I learned in the game before and help Addison out because he didn't know, just like I didn't know because I didn't read, that illusions, can't pop each other with phantasms. So, I mean, that's really important detail, by the way. Yeah, man, that's just like able to get, I noticed that if you can protect your spectral shield and start attacking with it as prism and sealed, you're in like really good shape, man, because you are just coming out like really resource positive in that, and it's still like really good because you're able to leverage more attacks with go again. So, man, like, I think the prism deck was really sweet. I think my deck was broken. I think I ham-fisted it and didn't play it to its potential. Even my last game was really, really close, but Ian, just having more experience playing with the Monarch heroes, he was able to like leverage that to be able to swing the tempo back in his favor and just combo out. I didn't have equipment that could block damage, so I was like really weak to dominate too, and I felt like he knew that. So, yeah, I learned a lot from the event, had a great time, pulled a shit ton of value of first edition cards. I don't know, so that'd be like good trade bait someday, hopefully, when I'm like getting into constructed. I'm not like super into constructed, I just want to play like hella seals and drafts. So, yeah, that's going to be it about the skirmish event. Just wanted to give a big shout out to the tournament organizer, Joey from Decks and Drafts. You're the man, Joey. Fucking love you. And big shout out to Dueling Grounds again for just like really making it a really fun environment, really welcoming environment where people are holding up good sportsmanship and everybody's being cool with each other. And lastly, man, Legend Storied Studios coming clutch because like it was because of them we were able to do this thing tonight, and it was really special to be part of it, man. I look forward to playing in many more of these skirmish events coming down the line, and of course I'll be telling y'all all about them here on Dummy TCG. Oh, fucking Tim was there too. Tim, he's one of the dummies. You haven't seen Tim yet, but I'm hoping I can get him into some videos pretty soon. But Tim's new to the playing Flesh and Blood thing. He's a fucking really good Magic player, though. So I'm hoping that he'll get excited about Flesh and Blood. And he bought a box of the Final Fantasy collectible card game, too. So we're going to try that out. Might tell you a little bit about that. Shit, man, like, I'm digging it. It's a card game renaissance. I'm loving it, man. So, anyways, that's it for me today. Much love to y'all, and thanks for watching. Peace.